Hello and welcome to Yoga Today. I'm Natalie. Thanks so much for coming and joining me today. I'm glad you're here. Go ahead and take a comfortable seat on your mat and start to just take a few deep breaths and settle in. Get ready for your practice. Just by way of housekeeping, if you are here with me live, I'm using the Moxie music, which means you can turn the level of the music up or down inside your Moxie screen. If you're watching this back as a recording, you won't hear the music. So if you want to put some on in the background, you're more than welcome to do that. If you have yoga blocks and you know you like to use those, you may want them today. But otherwise, just start to settle in. Feel free to let your eyes drift close if that feels comfortable to you. Think about letting your shoulders get heavy, but your spine grow long. So think about a little bit of a contradiction there. As the shoulders get heavy, the spine grows long. And as you breathe down into your belly. So we're doing this class live on Monday, February 21st. And tomorrow, the date is 2/22/2022, which is kind of a fun number. I like fun number dates. And I thought I would look in my yoga book. The kind of scripture or main text that is used to teach yoga are the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, translated from Sanskrit. And number 2 in the book tells us that yoga is to still the patterning of consciousness. And basically what that means is that yoga is to calm the mind. That the whole goal of the movement we are doing here on our mat, the control we take of our breath, the deliberate things that we do is to help calm our mind. And then chapter 2, verse 2, I checked that one out, tells us, it says, the purpose is to disarm the causes of suffering and achieve integration. So in Eastern religion, there's one of the important tenets is that in life, there will always be suffering. That's just part of life. But how we choose to deal with it is up to us. You know, that things will happen in our life, but we always have choices of how we choose to deal with it and the energy we devote to suffering. So another one of the purposes of yoga is to disarm suffering. So get rid of suffering and achieve integration. And integration refers to the idea of like our body, mind, physical, spiritual, all becoming one. The idea that we are a spiritual being having a physical experience. So I liked all of that. And I think it's nice when we start a yoga practice to kind of be reminded of why we do it. Because obviously it feels good. It's good for your body, but that mental relaxation and rest, integration, and getting rid of suffering is one of the things that should be at the forefront of our thought. So keep that in mind as we go into today. Let's start with some single shoulder raises. So start just with your right shoulder for me. Raise it up towards your ear and then drop it back down. And then do your left. One shoulder up and drop it back down. And then the other side again, right and left. We're going to do some work today on single sides of the body quite a bit. And just kind of take the notice of how they feel different and what it feels like to you to do things in one side of the body or the other. Let's take a side stretch just along those same lines. So take your left hand to the floor. We'll take the right arm up and over. Let the left elbow bend back behind you. Bring your right bicep over your ear, and then turn and look up towards the ceiling. Think spiral those right ribs open towards the sky. Take a big breath in and out here. See if you can feel that side body expanding with your breath. And then use your next inhale to lift you up, and exhale to drop that arm, and we'll take it to the other side, reaching up and over. And spiral the eyes and the ribs up towards the sky. Taking a big inhale and exhale, feeling that side body expand as you breathe. And then the next inhale will bring up and over. All right, let's take it to a twist. So right hand to left knee, grow your spine tall, and then twist around. Thinking of keeping that spine long and tall in the center, and twisting lower back, mid back, upper back, and finally neck, if it feels okay to look over that back shoulder. Again, think about expanding through the side of the body as you breathe. And on your exhale, come back to center, and we'll go the other way. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind, grow the spine tall, and then twisting around it. And bring it back to center. Good work. Okay, let's gently head over onto our hands and knees, tabletop position. And just a reminder, we call this tabletop position because we want to set up our arms and legs as table legs, and then a nice flat back like a table. So, you know, with a table, you want to make sure that you have your table legs right in the corners, right in the parts that need steadying. Take an inhale and an exhale. And then we're going to reach that right foot back. You can keep your toes on the floor to start with. Left arm is going to reach forward. And find your balance in the middle here. So using that right hand and left foot that are still in the center to create your balance. And then when you're ready, if you want to reach that right heel up towards the ceiling, bring the foot off the floor. Squeeze through your back. So squeeze and lift with your glutes and your back muscles. And next exhale, go ahead and release back down to the floor. Good work. Let's do the other side. So left leg extended out behind, keep the toes on the floor. Right arm reaches forward, thumbs up like you're shaking someone's hand. Find your balance in the middle, in the center of your body first, and then when you're ready, you can lift that back foot off the floor. Keep your toes dialed down and squeeze through the back body. So let the back of your body lift the arm and the leg. Good, and on your next exhale, bring it back down. Good, let's spread the knees out wide, big toes together, send the hips back towards the heels, child's pose. And then lift back up to your tabletop position, bring your knees back under your hips. We're going to tuck the toes and we're going to head to downward dog. So walk your hands forward a little bit if you need to. And when you're ready, hips up and back. Press your heels towards the floor. Think of lifting through the hips. Let the head rest between the hands. And then we're going to do just a little exercise with the feet here. So I want you to take one of your feet and just flip it over and press the top of your foot to the mat. So you're going to keep most of your weight and balance in the other foot, but you're going to flip one foot over, press the toes, the nail side of your toes on the top of your foot into the floor, and then put that foot back and switch sides. Just do that a couple of times where you press the top of your foot into the floor, alternating sides, and maybe do a little rolling through the top of that foot. I'm finding some spots that are cracking and making noise. Spread out your fingers to keep those arms strong. You're doing great. All right, and once you've evened out your sides, go ahead and take small steps up to the top of your mat to come to a forward fold. Feet about hip distance apart, or maybe even a little wider to start with here. And we're going to take hands to opposite elbows so that we really can just relax that upper body and let it hang down. Let your head get heavy. And maybe a little sway from side to side with that upper body. Keep those knees as bent as you would like. And especially as you do this little sway from side to side, let the knees bend. And then on an exhale, release the hands back down to the floor. We're going to take an inhale here and then use our exhale to roll up to standing. Keep those knees unlocked. Slow roll to the top. Head coming up last. Turn the palms open to the top of the mat. So you open up just across your chest a little bit here. And then you can stay where you are. I'm going to turn to face you just so you can see me. I want you to bring your arms up and interlock your fingers behind your head. And that should really open up across the shoulders, across the heart. See if you can continue to keep your shoulders down from the ears. So try not to let them creep up and squeeze in there. And can you pull your elbows back just a little bit? And then maybe tip your chin up towards the ceiling to create a little bit of a back bend. So you don't need to push yourself too hard. You're not trying to make any specific pose or picture with your body here, but we're trying to engage the back of the body even as we stretch the front. So think of how you feel when you do cobra, lifting and squeezing with that back body. Good job. Take one more inhale here and then exhale, release the arms. I'm really sorry if you can hear my dogs. I was telling the ladies that were here early, our pest sprayers are around the outside of the house right now, so they should be done soon. Hopefully the dogs will settle. They do not have any chill. They need a little more yoga in their lives. All right, let's inhale up, reach to the sky. Exhale, rain the fingers down, come to your forward fold. And then on an inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, flat back, long neck. Exhale, forward fold. Good job. We're going to step both feet back so we can go to downward dog. So fingers to the ground, step one foot and the other back to find downward dog. Take one or two breaths here in downward dog. And then we're going to shift our hips towards the floor, come forward, shoulders over hands, plank position. Drop to your knees if you would like, and then we're going to, on an exhale, lower the belly all the way to the floor. Elbows hug into the sides, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, cobra, lift and squeeze. Find that back bend, engage the back body, and then exhale, release your forehead back down towards the floor. Take an inhale here and then use your exhale to press up to plank or tabletop. And then find downward dog again. Hips up and back. Good. All right, little steps to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then rise up strong on your inhale. Reach all the way up to the sky. Hands interlock behind the head. Bring those elbows wide again. Take a breath here. And then when you're ready, lift your chin, look up, squeeze through the back body, find that back bend just a little bit. And then exhale, release the hands to the side. Good job. We're going to do that little flow one more time. So inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, rain the fingers down, reach for the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back 1 foot and then the other, find downward dog. Take a breath here. Good. On an inhale, shift forward, come forward, plank position. Exhale, lower your body to the ground, knees or toes. Inhale, cobra, lift forward, squeeze through the back body, maybe a little bigger this time. Exhale, release to the floor. Inhale here, and then use your exhale to press up to tabletop or plank, and then to downward dog. One more time, a breather here too. Maybe this time, turn your head and look under one armpit and then the other. And then small steps to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up strong. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, interlock the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Inhale, turn your eyes to the sky, look up, lift your chin just slightly. And then exhale, look forward again. Inhale here. And then exhale, release your arms to the side. Beautiful job, my friends. All right, we're going to take a step back with the left foot, but just about halfway, so not a big, giant warrior step, just about halfway. And I want you to think soft knees, so no locked up knees here, just soft knees. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead, and then we're going to shift our weight to our front foot. And the back foot, we're going to do like we did in our downward dog, where we bring the nail side of the toes, the toenail side of the toes, to the mat. And then on our exhale, we're going to flip that foot over. We're going to press the heel to the ground. Both legs stay straight but not locked. We're going to hinge forward, reach down towards the floor. So if you would like your blocks here, you can grab your blocks here, but you also could just put your hand on your shin or just reach those fingertips towards the floor. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Come on up. Reach overhead. Flip that foot in the back so that the toe side or the top of the foot touches the floor. Look up to the sky. Find your little back bend for me. And then exhale, back foot, heel to the floor, hinge at the hips, reach on down. So we're going to play a little bit with Warrior 3 today. And one of the things we're going to work on is that squeeze through the back body that helps us lift. So let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Flip that back toe over so the top of the foot, the nails come to the mat. Lift your chin and look forward. Find that back body squeeze as you look up. And then exhale, flip the back foot down. Heel presses to the floor, hinge at the hips. Reach on down. Good work. All right. So we're going to come to a 3-point balance here, which means we're going to lift that back foot. So again, if you want your blocks, place your blocks here at the top of your mat. Otherwise, fingertips to the mat. We shift all our weight to the front foot, lift the back foot off the floor. Now maybe just an inch or two. Maybe you want to lift a little higher. See if you can find that back body squeeze to lift that leg. Good work. Go ahead and put the back foot down. Stay where you are. And we'll do that one more time. So lift the back foot. Front knee stays unlocked. Engage the front leg. Lift and squeeze through the back body. Good work. Now this time when you put your left foot down, I want you to cross it behind your right foot. So your legs are crossed. I'm going to turn to the front so you can just see that a little bit better. Peek at me if you need to. So left, cross behind right. Be opposite for you. And then take your fingers and walk them over towards the right side of your body. Again, peek at me if you need to. If you want to be using your blocks here, you absolutely can. So you'd be lifted up a little bit higher with hands on blocks. Good. Walk your hands back around to center. Soften the knees. Step the back foot up next to the front foot. So we're back to our regular forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up strong. Reach for the sky. And then this time, exhale, hands to heart. Palms together. Thumbs over sternum, hands to heart. Good work. Take a moment to notice now different sides of the body. Having done that big exercise on one side, how does one side feel versus the other side? Do you find a desire for balance that makes you want to do the other side? All right, so this time right foot is going to step back just about halfway, not a big step back. Want you to be able to push your foot to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up, shift your weight to your front foot, back foot flips over so that the nail side touches the ground. Lift your eyes, find that little back bend, squeeze in the back body. And then on your exhale, back heel comes to the floor, hinge at the hips, arms come all the way down, reach for the floor. Pyramid pose here. You can take the blocks on either side of the foot, or even up a little bit further. Or again, hand might come to your shin or fingertips to floor. Good, let's inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Flip that foot over, top of the foot to the mat. Squeeze and lift, look up, back body engages. Exhale, bring those arms down, flip the back foot, press the heel to the mat. Legs are straight but not locked. Pyramid pose. Good job. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach for the sky, flip that back foot. And then exhale, sweep them down. Back heel comes to the floor. All right. We're going to come to our 3-point balance. So hands stay down. We shift the weight into the front foot. Back foot lifts off the ground. Maybe just an inch or two, or maybe you bring it more parallel to the floor. Toes dial down to the floor. Front leg stays unlocked. Lift and squeeze with the back body. And then go ahead and put it back down. Good work. One more time. Lift and squeeze. Reach that back heel to the ceiling. Engage the back body. Lift with the back. And then this time when you bring that right foot down, take it behind your left so you're crossed behind. Walk your fingers over towards that back foot. So actually twist over towards the left. Walk the hands over towards the left. And then walk them back and hands in front of your feet. Step the back foot up next to the front foot. So you're back to your regular forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up strong. Reach for the sky. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Another moment to notice how you feel. Notice if you're able to take the challenge of the physical body, focus on what's happening with your body, with your internal feelings, and maybe notice if that helps to calm the mind a little bit. I think that's one of the reasons I love exercise so much. Using that physical exertion to help calm the mind. All right. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, rain it down. Come to your forward fold. Fingertips come down to the floor. We're going to step one foot and the other back to downward dog. Find your downward dog. And then we're going to take the right leg and lift it up behind us. Reach it up high, lift and squeeze. And then we're going to step it all the way through. So shift forward towards your plank. Step that right foot up between the hands. We're going to lower the back knee and untuck the back toe. So in our low lunge here, you want the shin of that front leg to be perpendicular to the floor. So knee over ankle. And then we're all going to take hands to thigh and press up. And I want you to come all the way up and actually shift back a little bit. So shoulders, hips, and back knee are all kind of in a line. So we've shifted back. We no longer have parallel in that front shin, but we have parallel head, heart, hips, knee. Stay here for just a moment. And then we're going to shift forward back into that lunge a little bit and see if you can get just a little bit deeper. Having had that lift and alignment, see now if you, when you come forward, if you can feel a little bit more in that back hip flexor. Good. Take a breath here. Focus on the sensation of the stretch. Good work. All right, we're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. You may want those blocks again at the top of the mat, because we're going to put all the weight in the front foot, lift the back foot. Come back to our 3-point balance. You can stay right here, or if you want to challenge yourself this time, we're going to take the right hand to the shin. So going to just a 2-point balance. So left hand and right foot. Again, use the block if you'd like to. And if you need to tap that back toe down to the floor, you totally can. Or maybe you just lift it just barely off the floor. Or engage that back body, lift and squeeze. Bring it up. Good work. All right, we're going to step that back foot all the way up to the front foot. Release to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good work. All right, other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rain it down, forward fold. Step one foot and then the other back to downward dog. And this time, left leg lifts up behind you. Lift and squeeze. And then we're going to shift forward, bring that knee towards your nose, step it all the way through. Lower the back knee, untuck the toe. Stay here for just a moment. So settle into your stretch a little bit. And then everybody, hands to front thigh to push yourself up and pull yourself back. So stack head, shoulders, hips, and back knee. Stay here for a moment. Take a nice breath. And then keeping some of that alignment, we're going to shift forward again. Fingertips back to the floor. You could use your blocks here too. See if you can find a little deeper stretch. If you need to wiggle that front foot forward or back, or if you need to wiggle your back knee forward or back, you can always do that. You're never stuck in any yoga pose, right? So you can always adjust what you need to make it feel better. All right, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Grab those blocks if you want. We're going to come to our 3-point balance. Lift that back leg. And then stay right here, or an additional challenge. We take the left hand to the left shin. Right hand stays on the floor or the blocks. Lift and squeeze with the back body. And on your next exhale, drop the back foot to the front foot. Come to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up strong. Reach for the sky, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, take a moment. Notice how you feel. Hopefully you feel strong. All right, release the hands to the sky. Big step with the left foot this time. So big step all the way back. Go ahead and release your left heel to the floor. Front knee stays over front ankle. Sweep hands forward, up, and reach high. Find your warrior one. So hips more towards the front of the mat. Facing the front of the mat, reach high, drop your shoulders down into the sockets. And then on an exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're gonna push off that back foot, bring it about halfway in. And you can stay right here if you would like. Or we're gonna lift that back foot, hinge forward. You can stay right here, just a couple inches off the ground, or continue your journey on. Hands at the heart, hinging forward. Find our warrior three, lifting and squeezing in the back body. Remembering all those little back bends we've done. Hold for 3, 2, send that foot way back, drop it to the floor, drop your heel. Inhale, arms up, warrior 1, good work. Exhale, open to warrior 2. So let your hips open more towards the top corner of your mat. Right arm forward, left arm back. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale, front hand reaches forward, up, and back. Back hand reaches down your thigh. And then on the exhale, we're going to come to our side angle. So right arm to right thigh. Left arm sweeps across your face, side angle. And we're going to go back and forth between those two. So I want you to be able to do it at your own pace. The inhale, arm sweeps across your body. Front arm reaches up and back. Exhale, hinge forward, right thigh. Left arm sweeps across your body. Inhale, sweep the left arm back. Reach the right arm up. Exhale, bring it down, sweep it in front. You can go at your own pace. So if you want to go a little faster or slower than me, think about moving the energy around your body. So we've been doing quite a few lift and squeeze, hold type of poses. Let this be a chance to move the energy around. Good. All right, and then eventually open back up to your warrior 2. Left arm back, right arm forward. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, release the arms, step the back foot to the front foot, find your mountain pose. All right, big step back with the right foot this time. Big step back, lower the right heel to the mat, sweep the arms. Inhale up, find warrior one, front knee over front ankle. And exhale, hands to heart. Thumbs right at your sternum, fingertips pressed together. Take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, step that foot about halfway in. You can stay right here, or you can start to hinge forward, bring that back toe just an inch off the floor, or continue on to a more parallel to the floor position. Toes continue to dial down to the floor. You can always put the heel down and then come back up, come back into it. You can grab your blocks. Remember, we're not stuck in a pose here, and our pose doesn't need to be perfect. So we're working towards that lift and squeeze in the back body and a solid warrior three. All right, when you're ready, step that back foot back down, drop the heel. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, open to warrior two. So right arm back, left arm forward. And then we'll inhale, reach that front arm forward, up and back, find your reverse warrior. And then exhale, left forearm to left thigh, right arm sweeps across the body, bicep over your ear, extended side angle. And we start that flow. Inhale, sweep the arm, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Think of moving the energy. Good. And then last time, go ahead and open back up to warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Release the hands down. Step the back foot to the front foot. Find your mountain pose. All right, tuck your chin to your chest. Slow roll down to find your forward fold. Beautiful work. Step one foot in the other back to our downward dog. And then gently release your knees to the floor. Swing your feet around to one side and swing them around so they come out in front of you. We're going to do a little seated figure four stretch here. So nice release for the legs and hips. So hands behind you, and it's up to you whether you want fingers pointed in towards you or fingers pointed back, just whichever feels good. We're going to take the right ankle, cross it over the left knee, and then use those hands to kind of walk your body, walk your chest towards your leg, or you can take that left foot that's on the floor and scoot it closer to you. So make the adjustments you need to make to feel a big stretch in your right hip. Let your right knee come away from your chest, down towards the floor. Good work. Keep lifted in your upper body. Chin off your chest. Inhale and exhale. All right, bend your elbows to shift back just a little bit so you can untangle your feet. Sit up tall, hands, little clasp your hands together and just make some little wrist circles there. And then we'll do the other side. So hands behind you, this time left ankle over right knee. And then you can use your hands to bring your chest up towards your legs, and you can walk that right foot back towards your body. And do that in whichever way feels most comfortable to you. And creates that stretching sensation in your left hip. Again, let your left knee come away from your chest a little bit. Stay lifted in the upper body. Inhale and exhale. Good work. All right, bend the elbows behind you so you can back away a little bit to untangle your feet. Send your legs out long in front of you. And then a slow roll down to the mat. Reach your arms out in front of you. Create a C shape with your body. As you roll all the way down, scoot down if you need to. And we're going to immediately pull the knees into the chest. So just give them a little squeeze and maybe rock side to side, a little bit of a massage for your lower back. We did a lot of work with our back today, so give it a little love. And then go ahead, take feet to the floor, drop both knees to the left. And you can keep your hands out like down by your sides, or you can send the arms out in a T shape. If you want a little bit more of a twist, turn your head and look over your right shoulder, so the opposite side of where your knees are. And then inhale, knees back to the center. And exhale, drop them both over to the right. And option to turn the head to the left. Good. Inhale, knees back to the center. And exhale, bring your arms to the side, send your legs out long. Let your feet just fall open to the sides. And find your Shavasana or corpse pose. As always, you have the option here for these last couple of minutes to find something that's more comfortable to you if you'd like. So feel free to keep your knees bent or send your knees out wide. You could even lie on one side or the other. And just kind of check in with your body. Feel how it feels. And then check in with your mind. See if you've noticed any calming of those mental fluctuations. I'm going to read you those two sutras again. So chapter 1, verse 2, yoga is to still the patterning of consciousness. Yoga is to still our anxious thoughts, our busy mind. And then chapter 2, verse 2, its purposes are to disarm the causes of suffering and achieve integration. So to let go of any suffering you might be feeling in your life and to achieve integration. So body and mind become one, body and spirit become one, thoughts and actions become one, thoughts and intentions become one, and you feel a settling or a stillness. All right, when you're ready, start by moving those fingers and toes a little bit. Feel free to take any stretches you still need on the floor here, maybe a big yawn. And then when you're ready, gently make your way back up to a seated position. Join me here with your hands at your heart. I hope you feel good. I hope you got to work a little bit on your Warrior 3, on your balancing. And just a reminder to give yourself credit for all the successes that you have. A lot of times we focus on failures, right? We focus on, oh, I didn't do that as well as I could, or mine doesn't look like someone else's. But literally all that's doing is increasing suffering, right? We don't need to do that. We need to give ourselves credit for what we did, full credit just for showing up today. Thanks so much for giving me some of your time, and be well. Let's take an inhale and close your practice with a little half bow. Thank you so much, my friends. Have a beautiful day.